guys, welcome back. Cześć, buenos dias, bonjour, guten tag, and all that jazz.
Hey, ty.
Let's see if the rest of the people have anything else to say. So we're gonna go to them one by one. How are you doing?
Co słychać?
Cześć, Marvin. W końcu jesteś...
Nothing else, okay. Fabio is still an asshole, I assume.
Co przyszedł? Hey.
Victor, can I help you with anything? You don't have to know who could teach me something about plants.
Nie wiesz przypadkiem, kto mógłby nauczyć mnie czegoś o roślinach?
Najprościej będzie, jak pójdziesz do któregoś z alchemików. Najbliższy mi znany to Bodowin. Na co dzień przebywa w swojej pracowni na północ od wioski. Możesz też spróbować szczęścia u naszego maga Lokwara.
What can you tell me
Co
about the
możesz?
village? The missing sentry.
Co wiesz o tym zaginionym wartowniku?
O Hendriku? Jakiś tydzień temu poszedł za potrzebą w stronę lasu i zaginął bez wieści. Cały czas narzekał na tutejszą gorzałkę, więc wszyscy myśleli, że poszedł się urżnąć do miasta. Ale gdy nie wrócił następnego dnia, rozpoczęliśmy poszukiwania. No i wczoraj go znaleźliśmy. Dopadły go jakieś dzikie bestie. Ślady po kłach na jego ciele były głębokie i olbrzymie. W życiu nie widziałem czegoś podobnego.
Okay, so he had some huge fang
Jak
marks.
leci?
Nie wszyscy patrzą na was przychylnym okiem, ale tu, w gospodzie, nic...
Okay.
Hej.
Timo.
Co teraz zamierzasz zrobić?
Rozejrzę się za jakąś pracą, potem znajdę żonę, zbuduję dom. Takie tam.
Jak leci?
Na zawsze będę twoim dłużnikiem, kolego. Gdyby nie ty, leżałbym teraz na dnie morza z dziurą w brzuchu.
Yeah, you're welcome. I actually saved your ass. Hope you are gonna remember that. I'm assuming they
Jak?
W końcu.
don't have anything else to tell me.
Jak?
Nie sądziłam, że ludzie na Archolos będą tak nieprzychylni.
And it's actually a pretty neat detail that her dress is very dirty. Okay, so we need to find Bruce. There's a traveling trader over there. And there's a couple of recipes I haven't read yet. Herbs too.
Rozumiem.
Any meat, any vegetable, fire nettle. A mix of veg and herbs that tastes good to anybody who craves a warm meal. And mushrooms
Rozumiem.
too. Any meat, dark mushroom, any vegetable. Okay, now this is the one we need. We need to really start cooking all of these dark mushrooms we have. So we can start increasing our mana. We want our mana to be as high as possible for spellcasting. So the stove, prepare a meal. So let's see, what can we cook? What can we cook? Scavenger and pumpkin shashlik. No, I need not tiger meat tripe. What's the mushroom stew? All of it. Cook all of it. Cook all of it. So the mushroom stew uses... we actually don't have any more veggies. So that's a problem. We're gonna have to buy veggies. We're gonna have to buy pumpkins and such. Which is gonna be an issue. Where's the mushroom stew? Where's the mushroom stew? So it restores 60 hit points. And it's also worth 24 gold. Jill. Okay. Okay. So we need to find Bruce. Now my guess is Bruce is probably somewhere. Probably somewhere in the woods, I'm guessing.
Tam! To jeszcze jedno
And
z
here's
tych
another
nikczemnych
random
stworzeń. I jeszcze jeden parszywy stwór. Tam! To jeszcze jedno...
Yeah, also got the experience points for it. And the bloodfly thingies. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so let's see if we can keep our eyes open for old Brucey. I'm just gonna check around the riverbed, and if we find any other mobs, any other monsters around, we are gonna have to deal with them. So Bruce is not here. Gonna wanna avoid certain types of monsters. Lurker. Let's test out our new sword, guys. Let's see how good a great sword is. Okay, it's not bad. Ideally not die, please. It definitely does more damage than what we had previously. And some mule myrtles, actually river myrtles. Let's eat the whatchamacallit. Not this one. We want things that just restores our hit points, not mana. We're gonna be hurting for mana
Nie
at
ma
a
czego
certain
plądrować.
point. I'm certain of it. So what do we have down there? Mud turtles, seal lurker. I'm not entirely certain we can actually jump down there without dying. See, an eastern violet plant. Let's quick save the game just in case, because lurkers are still pretty dangerous. So our goal right now, let's try to see if Bruce is around here. Oh, that's a nice crit hit. So a crit hit takes about 20% of their health, or 15%. It's a 1 in 3 chance right now, by the way. Our critical hit chance is 33%, so that's 1 in 3 hits. Which is not bad, it's pretty respectable if you ask me.
Niczego tu nie znajdę.
Still doesn't mean we can actually handle the stronger enemies. Mushrooms too, thank you. Also see a fishing spot up ahead. Also see some nasty goblins. Man, we got our asses handed to us by goblins lately. Because we do not have any decent armor. Now, question is, if I go to this fishing spot, will the mud turtles aggro us? Doesn't seem like it. Also seems that catching fish has a lower chance of giving us extraction skill than any other activities, which is interesting. Healing herb, forest berry. I love the fact that we can cook so many things with the items we get. It really makes frogman instance. It's gonna be dicey because on one hand I actually kind of want the frogman to aggro us. You know what? Let's make the attempt. Kind of want the frogman to aggro us. So we have a couple of them. Kind of want to separate them. Oh. So they're clearly faster than us. They have a faster running speed than what we have. How are we gonna do this one? Shall we come back later when we have better armor? Tempted. Yeah, let's come back later when we have better armor. It's gonna be tedious. I mean, I can technically separate them with a bit of effort and maybe lead one of them far away from the other, maybe get him stuck on a tree stump, on a rock, on a ledge somewhere. But that's gonna take quite a lot of time. It's possible. It's definitely not impossible. Okay, so Bruce is not here, which means we need to look in other directions. Now, are there mud turtles on this side of the river? No, there are lurkers, however. Lurkers we can actually handle now. But not 2 at a time. Okay, are these hungry lurkers or the... Okay, these are the weaker kind. Thank you. Okay. Come on. here? Oh, that's a mud turtle. That's a mud turtle. Do not want to fight a mud turtle. They scare me. Like, IRL, they have a incredibly powerful bite. They can literally bite your hand off, by the way. And despite what people say, they're not very intelligent creatures. Highly
Niczego tu nie
instinctive.
znajdę.
Can't really teach them tricks. They're very slow. Their minds, well, their minds is the mind of a turtle. What else can I say? Is this a regular lurker? No, it's just another hungry one. So I see a fishing spot over there, but I can't actually get to it. What about you? What about you? What the hell happened? Marvin just sort of fell? Reset? I don't even know what to call that. It was weird. It was weird as hell. So there is just one mud turtle over there. It's coming towards me. It's another mud turtle over there. Let's see. A silver plate. Well, we might as well explore this river since we're here. So our plan is as follows. We're gonna look for Bruce. So mule myrtle, silver plate. There's gotta be other good stuff right here. A pouch, yeah. Anything else? Anything else? See a couple of more mule myrtles. Anything else? Let's grab some air. I think that's pretty much it. Now where is that mud turtle? If it's in the corner right there, I think we can quickly fish. Get a fish and skedaddle. I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. We need a really good weapon. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. No, no, no. No, no, no. Thank you. Yeah, go that way. Catch fish, catch fish. Actually, even if it aggroes us, I just realized they're incredibly slow. Yeah, they're incredibly slow. We can definitely outrun that mud turtle. Why am I panicking? They are highly dangerous. They do a lot of damage. They do not stagger at all when you hit them. But easy to outrun. So Brucey. Wonder where old Brucey went off to. Could Brucey maybe be in the other sheep barn? Sheep shed? Could somebody have stolen Bruce? Cause I'm thinking that's one possibility. And we know Bruce has a key on him. Just gonna quickly check the barn. See if old Bruce has been taken. I'm gonna play Liam Neeson and find the sheep. Okay. So this is the house for the blacksmith and the carpenter. This is the sheep shed. There's also a meadow knotweed that I kind of missed. So let's quick save the game. I'm actually curious if we can use the strafe exploit.
Hey!
Get out of my palace. Okay. I see no sheep.
Hey!
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Mówię po raz ostatni.
Okay, I don't want to aggro you. You're clearly a nut job. Come on, somebody's just paying you to guard sheep. Stop acting like the most important person in the world. We could technically put Otto to sleep. So I'm guessing Brucey. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna double check where Bruce might be and be right back. Okay, I found Bruce. So yeah, the clue was the fact that he was interested in eating trash. And the only other trash pile is near the poor part of the town, which is located over here, near these sheds. Little ratsy.
Nie ma czego plądrować.
Nothing to plunder. Should be a small rat, not a huge rat. So Bruce should be just over here. Hey! You okay, man? You look a bit down on your luck. Can I help you?
Jak leci?
A gdyby tak rzucić wszystko w cholerę i pytanie brzmi...
Okay, you are still an alcoholic. I get it, I get it. Hey Bruce.
Hej, ty!
Hi.
Cześć! Baranie.
Baranie. Cześć, baranie.
Chodź ze mną.
His name is Bruce, Marvin. Please. Just call him Bruce. He has a name. He has an identity. He's important. He also has a key. So let's give the shepherd. Let's give Bruce back to the shepherd. Come on, Brucey. And he does look like a black ram, or maybe just a very dirty ram. Gabriel, I think, doesn't have anything else to tell us. How are we doing?
Co
Od tej cholernej
Okay. Nothing new. Okay. Hey, I found Bruce. Here's old Brucey.
A, niech mnie! Znalazłeś Brusa! Dziękuję ci. Chyba zacznę zamykać zagrodę na noc. Proszę, wypij za nasze zdrowie.
Okay, let's deal. What do you have to sell?
Pewnie, nie ma sprawy.
Recipes. Hearty leftover broth. Okay. We're gonna buy that one. Pate from leftovers. Okay. Nobody wants to know what leftovers were used to make this pate, but anybody who's hungry will eat it with relish. Pateu. Okay. It's pateu in Romanian, by the way. Roasted insects. Oh, I think we can. Ooh, turnips are actually pretty cheap.
Moje baranki wyglądają na szczęśliwe.
My lambs look happy. Okay, yes they do. Yes they do. Oh, we also have a lot of these books we purchased last time. So let's see, a very fat fish
Nic tu nie ma.
that had nothing inside of it. 10 gold pieces from that pouch. Let's read these recipes.
Rozumiem.
Any meat, any vegetable, heating plant and salt, steaming broth. From leftovers is the best way for the efficient use of pantry leftovers. Pate,
Rozumiem.
scavenger egg, any meat, any vegetable. Okay, and roasted insects. 2
Rozumiem.
bug meat and a bag of pepper. Crunchy source of protein, it often saves from starving those less fortunate while hunting. Okay, we also got this ad. You need to get to the village of Silbach, or maybe you want to visit a friend in a vineyard. The Archolos Merchant Guild is here to help you with that. For a small fee, we'll get you wherever you need to go. We offer car travel to select locations. Merchant's Guild Mine, Charcoal Burner's Camp, Burmar's Farm, Rita's Vineyard, Valeria's Vineyard, Village of Silbach, Royal Mine. What are you waiting for? Get on the cart and hit the road.
Hej,
Hey Bruce. Nothing else to say. Okay. Yeah, basically you pay 10 gold pieces and it's an instant fast travel to certain locations so you can avoid the dangers and also save some time. We did the Bruce quest, so let's read these books. Not the magical circle ones, the regular ones. We could actually even level up while doing so. So the silver cord and types of damage. So be right back a second. Okay, the Silver Cord, Volume 1. A book about the beginnings of the village of Silbach by an unknown author provides an experience bonus. So 50 experience. For many years, scholars and simple men could not decide what is the true treasure of Archolos. Some say it is wine. In the company of this beverage, countless treaties were signed. king's crown, and words declared. Others would say it is gold. After all, due to the merchant contracts, the island is now called the Vanguard of the East. For me, however, that treasure has always been silver. Legends tell that many years before robbers, traders and lords tore apart the goods of this island, mountain caves were teeming with an immense source of silver. Eventually, the greed of some foreign king led to a landslide, due to which silver ore fragments fell into a creek below. In such a way, people started to name it the Silver Creek. And in its basin, the village of Silbach was built. All merchant documents from that period confirm that the village was the place for unloading silver. There was so much of this raw material around that people would often call Silbach the Silver Court. Aha! Craftsmen would carry immeasurable amounts of silver ore to the town and to the mouth of the river. It was silver that made Silbach flourish and turned it into one of the key transit points on Archolos. Okay, so I'm curious, does Silbach, do we have any Polish speakers in the crowd? Silbach means something related to silver in Polish? I'm curious. Okay, volume 2. Let's see, volume 2. The earliest records about Silbach suggest that the village could be built in the period following the arrival of Maximus III, king of Myrtana. According to oral traditions, however, the settlement existed already before the time of the coming of the ironclad warriors from beyond the Great Sea. Presumably, Silbach was then nothing more than a bunch of huts, which, due to the flourishing trade, due to the size of a regular village. After Maximus's invasion, the town of Archolos was turned into a ruin, and its reconstruction to a Myrtanian-styled city lasted many years. At this time, Silbach, situated in the center of the island, became the main trade point on the island. Although due to the king's reforms the old order was rooted out from the town, traditions found their way to flourish outside of it. Despite being a part of the kingdom of Myrtana, Silbach became a refuge for local habits. There is no doubt that through nurturing memories of the old times, villagers speak so proudly of their land and crops it gives birth to. But they also scorn townsfolk, whom they call a rotten fruit of traitors and foreign aggressors. So yeah, this is probably one of those typical cultural things in many small villages. Everybody's so proud of their microcosm of the village that they just shun the entire planet. There's a lot of villages like that in Romania, by the way. People are so proud of just being born on that patch of land. They despise everybody else. There is no reason, there is no logic behind it. It's just how they behave. And I'm pretty sure that's also valid for a lot of villages in Eastern Europe as well. Okay, Silver Court Volume 3. 50 experience points. One day I met a farmer, a mage, and an alchemist. All of them had their theory explaining the fertility of the soil around Silbach. The farmer claimed that villagers learned how to tame the forces of nature with their hard work. The mage, however, believed that the gratitude belongs to Adonos, who in his generosity regularly brings rain upon the fields. The alchemist, on the other hand, stated that the volcanic soils increase the growth of crops. This is true, by the way. Volcanic particles can actually act as a fertilizer in a certain amount. So perhaps only one of them was right after all, or none. Each of them, however, agreed that sooner or later Silbach will become torn apart by different factions battling over its wealth. Looking at the village today, I can say that they were certainly right. The Araxes Guild ceaselessly sends their scouts to herd wild beasts near the village, so later they can gloriously come to the villagers' rescue and bound them with lifetime contracts. The Wolf Sons, however, tend to threaten and remind them about historical affiliations. This jostling of power is carefully watched by Godfrey, the governor of Archolos, who introduced the vassal system. From the most honored people in Silbach, he chose the man whom he gave the noble title and the village together with the areas around it. The price for such a gift, however, was meant to be a boundless service to the crown. Okay, this was volume 3. Let's check out volume 4. Sir Bodrin, also called Nestor, was the first ruler of Silbach, so Nestor, huh? As the governor expected, he faithfully served the authorities of the town, often fulfilling the whims of townsfolk while disregarding the needs of his own people. Some say it was the reason why no chronicle ever mentioned his name. After Bodrin's death, his son, Sir William, took over the rulership of Silbach. On the first day of his governance, he visited the church in the town where he swore service to Archolos and Myrtana. His rule was a constant struggle for keeping the balance between the needs of the townsfolk and the villagers. One summer, William was taken by the plague which broke out on the island. His son Ramsay was then but a youngling, so he remained under the custody of his mother. Thus, Lady Aldana, also called an Iron Lady, took control over Silbach, and no ruler was ever close to her grandeur and determination. Despite the governor's orders, Aldona built a large manor in Silbach, renewed the Chapel of Adanos, and erected a watermill solely for the villagers. For this and many other reasons, she was brought to the town hall to explain herself. But whenever Lady Aldona spoke, the governor and his lapdogs looked beside her like a bunch of scared little rats. Yeah, so I'm guessing she's similar to how the Queen of Thorns character was in the Game of Thrones. What was her name? The old chick. The old lady, I forgot her name. So, Silver Court, Volume 5, the last volume. Oh, we also got 7 hit points as a reward. Lady Aldana ruled Silbach wisely, and many people speak highly of her even today. No lord before her had enough courage to stand in opposition to governors and fight for the good of the people of Silbach. After Ramsay came of his age, his mother, until the end of days, remained at his side, advising him in political and economical matters. Sir Ramsay took the place of Lady Aldona when he finished 24 strings and rules the village till this day. The people of Silbach, however, do not find him in the strength of his mother, nor the peace of his father. Year after year, he is more like his grandfather, both in appearance and character. Today, Governor Morris decided to take advantage of Ramsay's passion for hunting and allowed him to organize yearly adventures across the island. Having tasted lavish town life, year after year, Ramsay more and more scarcely visits his home village. Many people of Silbach wished to rise against Ramsay, but the governor had a plan for it. In the place of the lord, a village elder named Albin stepped in. His iron rules successfully quenched voices of rebellion. The question remains, however, for how long? So there are tensions brewing in Silbach, and the arrival of our group of refugees, are sparking more tensions. So this kind of explains why people really dislike us. So types of damage, Volume 1. Since the dawn of time, humans have had to contend with all sorts of beasts, including other humans who try to take what they've won so far. The key to success in this fight is knowing the different types of damage, defense, and their interrelationships. The most common type of damage you will experience is edge damage, otherwise known as damage from blades. This comes from all kinds of swords, spears, and axes, as well as the claws and fangs of monsters. Okay, so that's interesting, so we actually need more edge protection than anything else, huh? Its overall usefulness is very high, but in a few fights it gives a significant advantage. The next type of damage is blunt damage. Such damage is done by maces, hammers, fists, and many monsters that strike the large paw or the head. Blows are especially effective against heavy armor, bones, or boulders. Ranged weapons always cause projectile wounds. Like edge wounds, they have high overall utility, but in a few cases they are practically useless. Arrows bounce off stone or even thick leather, and hitting skeleton bones is not easy either. Okay, types of damage, Volume 2. The hardest type of damage to describe by far is flight, wind, and fall damage. This is a very diverse category that includes attacks that are not very common. No armor has yet been created to protect against these types of wounds. Each creature has its own resistance to them. For humans, learned acrobatics may provide to be the only additional protection, as it allows them to properly distribute the energy of the blow. Usually, the larger and heavier the creature, the greater the resistance, while light and bony creatures are extremely susceptible to them. Next type of damage is magical damage, and it comes directly from spells. Additionally, most spells also cause an elemental reaction, which can weaken or strengthen the damage depending on the creature that is subjected to it. Water can shatter stone into tiny pieces, fire can incinerate the undead, and lightning can instantly kill flying creatures. Poison and acid damage from certain toxic creatures works in a similar fashion. And volume 3. Oh, you also got 1 mana and 1 strength. That's pretty cool. The magic damage associated with specific elements is also seems to be affected by the weather. During a downpour, the power of spells related to lightning increases significantly, while the effectiveness of fire spells decreases. Is that an actual mechanic in the game? We do less fire damage during rain, when it rains? Wow! Don't underestimate the weakness of a certain magic. Lightning, for example, doesn't need a downpour to do massive damage to water. The last type of damage is fire damage and should not be confused with the fire elemental reaction mentioned earlier. Fire defense allows you to protect yourself from flames coming from a non-magical source such as a fire lizard's breath, as well as from burning effects caused after being hit by a fire spell. Although these are very rare types of damage, you should be adequately protected as they can kill in the blink of an eye. Yeah, I can definitely attest to that. So, okay, we read these books. Pretty cool. We also got a small boost to mana. It's actually interesting. Okay, I forgot to actually transcribe some scrolls. That's exactly what I'm gonna do right now. Actually, no. I'm gonna transcribe some scrolls the next time. There's actually no rush, right? Okay, and we are back. So what we want to do is do a couple of things. Gonna try to see if I can open this lock. Okay, it's open. It's just 1 guard. So plan is as follows. Put this guy to sleep. Steal the heaps of wood. Okay. Quickly steal everything that's in the chest, which is some food and a couple of recipes, and then skedaddle out of here. Okay, and we now have the wood for Bastion.
Hej,
Let's turn in the quest and get the next quest from him. Managed to get a wood.
Udało mi się zdobyć drewno, o które prosiłeś.
Dobra robota, chłopcze. Ten zapas pozwoli nam załatać parę dziur i wymienić przegniłe deski.
Swoją drogą Johan przesyła pozdrowienia.
Nie wiem, jak udało ci się go przekonać do oddania czegokolwiek, ale zaskoczyłeś mnie, chłopcze. Wygląda na to, że jesteśmy kwita, a przynajmniej jeśli chodzi o ciebie.
Anything else?
Jest coś jeszcze do zrobienia?
Gnój przerzucać umiesz?
Nie znalazłbyś dla mnie czegoś innego?
Z wami to zawsze problemy. Pasterz o imieniu Oto skarżył się, że potrzebuje pomocy. Powiedz, że cię przysyłam. Zrób, o co cię poprosi i wróć do mnie.
Gdzie znajdę Oto?
Na co dzień kręci się w pobliżu stodoły po drugiej stronie placu. Wygląda jak duża chata z zagrodą.
Tyle mi wystarczy. Wrócę niedługo.
Alrighty, so this is a very good quest reward, by the way. I also like that we could get a creative solution. So Afo is just realized he's a pretty bad shepherd, and you'll understand why in just a second.
Hej! Wynoś się z mojego pałacu!
I also think he's a bit mentally ill.
Przysyła mnie Bastian. Podobno masz jakieś kłopoty.
Ano mam. Stodołę trzeba wysprzątać. Była powódź. Musiałem zamknąć wszystkie owce w środku i teraz śmierdzi tam tak, że się wytrzymać nie da. Zbierz cały gnój i wróć z nim do mnie. Tylko nie wywalaj mi go na kompost. Szkoda nawozu marnować.
Can I get a broom?
Dostanę przynajmniej jakąś miotłę?
Nie ma miotły. Musisz zbierać rękami.
Oh yeah, this guy is insane. Okay.
Dobra, wrócę niedługo.
No. Przynieś tyle gnoju, ile znajdziesz.
So yeah, he's a sheep keeper, shepherd, whatever, that doesn't clean the barn. He seems to be mentally ill. Yeah, I don't think he's fit for the job. And once you realize why he needs the dung, it gets even worse. So I really don't like this guy at all. I really don't. And you're gonna see why. I cleaned the barn.
Wysprzątałem całą stodołę, bierz.
O nie, nie. Trzymaj ten gnój, bo zaraz ci powiem, co masz z nim zrobić. Narazko, drań jeden, jakich mało. Zazdrości mi. Od kiedy wywaliłem go ze stodoły za nieróbstwo. Wiem, że to Rasko ukradł najdroższą Betsy. Moją szczęśliwą owcę. Dał mi ją Sir Ramsay wiele wiosen temu. Teraz bidulkę Rasko pewnie już dawno przerobił na kotlety. A ja tu siedzę i płaczę. Ale Rasko dostanie to, na co zasługuje. Pójdzie do jego chaty i włoży gnój do łóżka.
Co takiego?
To co słyszysz? Rasko, odechce się żartować i ze mnie śmiać, bo będę od niego sprytniejszy.
Okay, so yeah, this guy clearly has some issues in the attic, if you know what I mean.
Gdzie znajdę Rasko?
Mieszka w małej chacie za gospodą. Tam, gdzie reszta biedaków.
Skąd wiesz, że to Rasko ukradł ci owce?
Czuję to w kościach. Tak samo różne rzeczy czuła w kościach moja babunia. Mam ten sam dar. Rasko to zły człowiek. Zazdrosny i mściwy. Nie moja wina, że Rasko nie lubił pracować. Ramsay dał mi stodołę i tuzin owiec za moją pracę. Od tamtej pory Rasko ciągle mi dokucza.
Zobaczę, co da się zrobić.
Jak to dobrze załatwisz, to sowicie cię wynagrodzę. Oj, wynagrodzę! Tylko pamiętaj, zrób to, gdy Rasko nie będzie w domu. I uważaj, bo drań przebiegły jest.
Yeah, this guy clearly has a few issues. So, yeah, I really don't want to do this quest, so we have two quick options. Let's talk to the shepherd first of all. See if he has anything to say. I also heard that Marcus might have some input
Hej, ty!
related to this quest. So no, he doesn't have.
Moje baran...
My lambs look happy. I'm happy for you, man. So yeah, slowly and bit by bit, slowly, we're getting a reputation in Silbach, helping people out and improving the reputation of the refugees. We're just gonna have a quick chat with Marcus. Then we're gonna talk to Rasko because I want to hear his side of the story. I feel like Afo isn't being truthful with us. And also I hate this kind of logic. I feel it in my bones. I hate people who use that kind of logic. That's not logic, that's emotion.
Hej!
Haven't you seen a sheep wandering around on its own?
Nie widziałeś gdzieś szwendającej się samopas owcy?
Ta, widziałem. Ale to było szmat czasu temu, a zwierzę już dawno zdechło.
Jak to się stało?
Patrolowałem obszar w pobliżu rzeki, gdy nagle usłyszałem rzężenie zwierzęcia, dobiegające z pobliskiego zapadliska. Pobiegłem sprawdzić, co się stało i zobaczyłem wilka dobierającego się do owcy. Musiała wcześniej spaść ze skarpy, bo miała połamane kopyta, ale wciąż wierzgała, przedłużając swoją agonię. Wilka szybko ubiłem. Owca była jednak w opłakanym stanie. Nie pozostało mi nic innego, jak oszczędzić jej bólu.
Jak wyglądała ta owca?
Jak to owca, z tym, że jedno ucho miała naderwane. Możliwe, że wilk po prostu je odgryzł.
Okay, so first of all,
Przyniosłem...
brought the trophies. Common fangs. Yeah. All of them. Okay. Common claws. All of them. Sea lurker claws. Sure. Just 20 gold. That doesn't seem right, but okay.
Nieźle. Porządne trofea.
Okay. So yeah. So regardless of what Otto believes, and his ship wasn't stolen by Rasco, the ship was gravely wounded. I should return to Otto and deliver him the sad news. So we basically have two branching choices right now. We can talk to Rasco, or we can talk to Afo. Let's save the game. Let's do a hard save over here. See what happens if we talk to Afo first, and then Rasco. So yeah, the guy is clearly nuts, and I don't like people who say, I feel it in my bones. Dude, one of the most intelligent things somebody ever told me was that reality doesn't have to agree with you. It doesn't matter what you believe. What matters are simply facts, and the fact is, this guy is nuts.
Chyba wiem, co się stało z twoją owcą. Wygląda na to, że się myliłeś. Rasco nie porwał twojej Betsy.
Nie? Jak to nie?
Markus powiedział mi, że w czasie burzy znalazł owcę z naderwanym uchem, która odłączyła się od stada i została napadnięta przez wilka.
Myśliwy co prawda zdołał zabić bestię, ale owcy nie udało mu się uratować.
Powinienem był po nią wrócić i szukać. Szukać, aż bym znalazł. Ale tego nie zrobiłem.
Miałeś resztę stada pod opieką. Zrobiłeś, co musiałeś zrobić.
Może i masz rację. Ale i tak sobie tego nie wybaczę. Nie jestem bogaty. Ale proszę, weź ten pas. Dostałem go od krawca z miasta.
Okay, and this is one way to handle this quest. Shepherd was devastated, but he gave me a belt. I'm guessing it's gonna be a crappy belt, right? Ooh, edge protection with leather armor, blunt and projectiles protection. That's actually not a bad belt. Might actually use it later on. Question is, can we even talk to Rasco right now? Like, is there an option? Because I know for a fact that if we don't talk to Marcus and just talk to Rasco, Rasco is gonna give us a counter offer to put the sheep dung in Albin's house, so Albin gets fired. Afo gets fired. So we know Rasco is innocent. We know that Afo is petty and he has mental issues. But I don't want to put more wood into the fire of this this vendetta they have. Afo sent me.
Przysyła mnie Otto. Wysłał mnie, żebym podłożył ci do łóżka paczkę z owczym łajnem.
Widzę, że na nietęgie żarty mu się zebrało.
Mówił, że porwałeś mu jego owcę o imieniu Betsy.
Nigdy nie dotknąłem jego cholernej owcy. Pewnie po prostu gdzieś się zgubił. Ale jasne, najprościej zwalić winę na mnie. Słuchaj no, mam dla ciebie propozycję. Nie wiem, ile obiecał ci Otto, ale zapłacę ci 2 razy tyle, co on. Jeśli podrzucisz to łajno do dworskiej kuchni.
Why would I do that?
Po co miałbym to robić?
Gdyby nie łaska Ramzeja, to Otto dalej byłby żebrakiem. Ale Ramzej jest daleko stąd, a zarządcą wioski jest Albin. Otto od dawna ma z nim na pieńku. Widząc taką niespodziankę, starszy łatwo chwyci przynętę i ten pęcał dostanie to, na co zasługuje.
And what do I get?
Co dostanę w zamian?
Najpierw zrób to, co ci powiedziałem, a później pogadamy o nagrodzie.
And if I refuse?
A co jeśli odmówię?
Nie radziłbym. Widzisz, jesteś tu nowy, a nowi z reguły szybko pakują się w kłopoty, szczególnie bez przyjaciół u boku. Rozumiesz, co mam na myśli?
Okay.
W porządku, zrobię to.
Dobry wybór, mały. Zakradnij się nocą do dworu Ramzeja, kiedy wszyscy będą smacznie chrapać. Zostaw zawiniątko w kuchni, najlepiej między zapasami. Nad ranem smród ogarnie cały dwór, a Albin będzie wściekły. Po wszystkim wróć do mnie, a dostaniesz nagrodę.
I am curious, can we actually just turn in the quest to Bastion right now, or not? If not, I'm just gonna do what Rasco is asking of us. Okay. Because here's my logic, and this is actually logical. Afo is clearly a bad caretaker of sheep, right? He lost a sheep called Betsy. He has mental issues and wants to blame Rasco. He also can't even take care of the barn. He lets dung accumulate in the barn, so he's really not the most ideal person for this job. Now let's wait until midnight and put the sheep dung over there in the kitchen. So these recipes we got from Johan we already know. So what is the sheep dung? A dung cake. Okay, let's wait till midnight. Okay, it's midnight, so place where we want to get to is this place, Albin's Sacks. So we wanna take everything in the sacks first of all. Is that bodyguard gonna see us? Is he gonna spot us? Let's hope not. And now we gotta place the sheep dung in one of these sacks. Okay, so what do we have? A little smelly bundle in the manor kitchen. Now I should leave this place before somebody notices me. It's time to get back to Roscoe and tell him the news. Now, one other thing I wanna do. Let's go up here, see what else we can... Ooh. Jill is awake. So water pipe over there. I want to see what other stuff we can... Gonna take the silver chalice. There's a silver plate up there. Yes, there is. Kinda need to reach it though. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Anything else? So what do we have? A chest over here. Not loot the chest just yet. We need all the gold we can get. There are also a couple of high value items over there. Could technically put Jill to sleep, but I don't want to do that just yet. Instead I want to sneak around over to this side. Is there a bodyguard over here? Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like there's any bodyguard looking. So we're gonna take the candle holders. So let's face it. Oh no. It's the bodyguard. Okay, we barely dodged. We barely dodged the guy. Okay. So let's go to Roscoe and report our success. And then we can just go to Bastion and end the quest. And afterwards I think we can even end the episode.
Ej, ty.
The next episode we're gonna... I didn't expect this to take so long.
Zrobiłem, co chciałeś.
Teraz tylko czekać, aż oto wyląduje na dywaniku u Albina. A teraz w sprawie nagrody. Jeśli chcesz złota, to uprzedzam, że nie jestem bogaty, ale mam tu taki jeden pierścień. Nie pamiętam już, gdzie go zdobyłem, ale możesz go sprzedać za parę dobrych monet. Mogę też ci zdradzić, jak się dostać do miasta.
Getting into town is a hassle.
Dostanie się do miasta to jakiś kłopot?
Próbowałeś kiedykolwiek tam wejść? Strażnicy zatrzymają cię na miejscu, a próba szarpaniny skończy się gorzej niż parę siniaków po bójce w karczmie.
How to get into town?
Powiedz mi, jak się dostać do miasta.
Przy jednej z bram powinien stacjonować strażnik Edgar. Straszny z niego sukinsyn. Krzywo spojrzysz, a już będzie szykował się do bitki. Natomiast jego kolega ma serce ze złota. Już niejednemu pomógł i wpuścił do miasta. Przygotuj i zaproponuj mu dokładnie 75 złotych monet. To nasze hasło. Po każdej innej sumce da sobie z tobą spokój. Jeśli się pomylisz, to zostanie ci droga kanałami, a mówię ci, tego bardzo byś nie chciał.
Okay, how are you doing?
Jak
Ostatnio doszedłem alkohol. Pijesz?
Okay, so I think this is the quest. And we wrapped up this quest. And I'm more or less satisfied. I mean, Afo is a real asshole. He doesn't want to take responsibility for his action. He doesn't even want to take responsibility for his sheep. He's just a bad guy. He's just a petty farmer. Relies on emotions instead of logic. Okay, Bastian.
Słyszałem, że nie do końca zrobiłeś to, o co cię prosiłem.
Ja to wyjaśnię.
A co tu wyjaśniać? Wygląda na to, że miałeś nosa co do Oto, decydując się, by mu nie pomagać. Cwaniak niedługo dostanie to, na co zasługuje. Podobno zakradł się w nocy do dworskiej kuchni i nieźle narozrabiał. Najlepsze w tym było to, że ciągle krzyczał, że to niby twoja wina. Nie wiem, jak było naprawdę i szczerze mówiąc, nie chcę wiedzieć. Typ zawsze wydawał mi się lekko kopnięty. Ważne, że pomogłeś jednemu z naszych, a to się liczy. Słyszałem, że Rasko był z ciebie zadowolony. Cokolwiek mu zrobiłeś, chyba wyraźnie cię polubił.
How's
Jak
business
idą?
going?
Nie dość, że nadchodzi.
Okay, cool.
Ej, ty.
Does this farmer have anything else to say? No. So, alrighty. Well, guess we can just, what are you
Co
doing
tutaj?
here?
Daj mi.
You're busy. You're busy doing what? What's new?
Co nowego?
Nie denerwuj mnie.
Okay, fine. Well, I guess we're gonna go to bed and end the episode right here. In the next episode, we're gonna talk to our brother, to Mr. Yorn, and advance the next stage of the quest, of the main quest. As
Nie znam się na otwieraniu zamków.
we definitely need to learn how to pick locks. Oh, so Vite is over there. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. It's been a blast. And the next episode, we're going to talk to Yorn, learn how to pick locks, and have fun robbing Silbach, and get enough gold to actually finally get a decent armor. So, thank you guys, and see you next time. As always, remember, the most important story in the world is your own. Cheers, guys, and take care of yourselves.